Hello, this is Feral Insolent Nation 473, coming to you guys with an interesting update. Um, Wonderful gentleman on our world decided that he no longer wished to play, and I acquired that city. So currently it's a C36. It's amazing. It's a really good city. I'm really grateful. It was, sad to see somebody go, but at the same time, I'm glad that they were willing to part ways with their city. We're willing to, you know, kind of make sure that it's still able to be a benefit while, saying, hey, the game isn't worth it to me anymore and I'd like to take a break. So just a huge shout out to them. We're going to talk about this city. They did a wonderful job with it. We're going to talk about what we're doing with it. We're going to talk about some things that I thought were common knowledge, but I don't think they are. So, really, what we're going to go into is something that surprised me with how many people I had talked to that didn't know. I sent a screenshot out into my Alliance chat, specifically our offline one for Viber, right? And I was just like, oh my God, like, this is like amazing. I don't think this person, broke down their skills. So, there's so many. And then that's when it dawned on me that more and more people were like, what do you mean break down skills? And so I think this was something that I thought was common knowledge, but apparently isn't. So let's show. So in your skill tree, you'll have this breakdown button for any skill that you complete. So the general strategy is you'll get a bunch of skills and you don't need all of them. And each time you break one of these skills down, they give you 250 officer EXP skill books for each of them. So I don't know, because I looked around in the game settings, right? They don't really talk about this. They don't talk about what breakdown does. And I think a lot of people maybe don't know because the game never forces you to do it. So I thought, for the fun of the channel, let's find out how many we're going to get. Because it's a lot. So we're starting off at, I think, like 60 something. Did I pass it? No. 68. So, let us begin. It's kind of like opening presents at Christmas morning. So I don't need food expert at all. So all of those are gone. There's another 56. I don't need oil expert at all. I've already got steel expert in on all the spots that I want it on. I don't need more mineral experts. I definitely don't need more processing. I'll keep 2, just in case I decide to use them. Because there's 2 directors, right? So if I decide to use them on a director, then I can just switch them out for load specifically because I always keep director skills at level 1. So I'll keep 2. Gather food is useful for strongest commander if you're trying to rank in gathering event. Same thing with gather oil, but you again only need 2. Gather steel, gather minerals. Tax rate is not useful, but I'm still going to keep 2 because I have so friggin' many. I've already got load on the directors that I'm using, so I can get rid of all 19 of these. Bam, those are all gone. This one gets a little trickier because I've got a bunch of fuel up on different officers, like Godfather and Rockbell have skills. So I really, I've already dealt with Morgan, Saki, Loreline, and Brave Star. So really, I just need to take these Godfather skills off because we're not going to use them. Because there's no point in using Godfather at this point in the game. And same thing for Rockbell. We're not going to really be using her much at all. I've already got 2 fuel ups on this officers that they're going to be on, so I can get rid of all of those. Rapid Fleet is tricky because you can use it, so I'll keep 2, but I don't use it. I've already got Comprehension on Loreline and Bravestar, and for some reason, Saki and Morgan. Hang on. They don't need these skills. So we're going to fix these real quick. And yeah, we got skill books back for that one. All right. So let's go in here. Let's learn the skill. Generally speaking, conceptual wisdom is that we would like medicine on him or her, and we'd like raid and medicine. And because they're level 1, I don't mind doing this. If it was higher level, I'd just deal with it and let my OCD just be chill. Because I get really like particular about the order that the skills show up in my in the card itself, right? So generally speaking, I get really, really particular. You'll see this at least a little bit with Loreline and Bravestar. Bravestar is the one that I'm tricky on because technically speaking, a lot of people do use the wounded ratio on him. It's not bad because what you do is you can switch to him during an attack and save yourself wounded with his post-war rescue. So it helps you to get everything you need. But I personally haven't been doing that, but now that I have the skill, I might as well. I'll stop being lazy. So back to this. Now we have fixed the skills to where I'm happy with them. So we do not need... Oh, wait. I put the wrong fleet on her. Dang it. Saki skill. And then raid. There we go. Okay. Be one of those ones where somebody is shouting the whole video like, oh, I saw that before it happened. Let me know down in the comments if you did. It's fine. I can take it. Don't need those anymore. I don't need those anymore. I really don't need this many drafts. I'll keep 2. I know they're assigned. I just don't know to who. I'll keep 2 for now. I've got 3 first aids. I don't need more. I've got 2 medicines. I don't need more. So reinforcement fleet speed is not needed, but it is recommended if you would like to have the max city defenses. So this right here allows more defenders in your city to just be able to sit there. It's not bad. Some people use it. Up to you. So we have all the right skills, right? Hit points, melee. I looked through all the officers. They all have the right skills. Except for Kingsley has some skills, which I don't care about Kingsley. Somebody probably uses them, but it's still level 1 Kingsley. I'm happy. That's all that matters to me. Bravery is theoretically useless. I'm never going to make a city that is a defense city. You can do it. I'm just not going to. Iron Wall is theoretically the same. Unyielding turrets and turrets. So here's where we get into a tricky part. I'm going to keep enough books for now to be able to switch to any kind of mode that I feel like. And the reason I want to do that is because I feel like, you know, if I am honest about it, right? If I decide to be like a melee city, then I already have the skills. If I decide to be a mid-range city, then I already have all the skills. I'm already a long-range city, and I'm so sorry to my viewers who do not have all their long-range attack skills yet. This is painful for you. Melee defense isn't all that useful, but I might play with it. That's what? 3, 4, 7. There we go. I can math, I swear it. This one's easy. So I'll get rid of 10 of those. And again, I'm keeping some in case I decide to play. I'm never going to play with defense. Who am I kidding? And I've already got all the melee hit points I'll ever need. I've already got all the mid-range hit points I'll ever need. I will keep some long-range hit points. Nah. We're going to keep our city. Lean and mean, guys. Lean and mean. So again, 6 of these, just in case I ever decide to be a melee city. It's about 5. Keep 6 of those, and then 1 of these. All right. So we are now down to what I consider to be the bare bones of what you would want to like hold on to, keep, have available to you for skills, right? And kind of just roll through them real quick, right? It's good for your directors to have the various gather skills that you're going to use. Taxes are kind of nice. And processing, the reason they're great is because you always have level 1 skills that you can switch out because you're never going to put levels into them. Don't bother with skill books. They're not useful there. Same thing with the strategy officers. You're going to have some skills that you're not going to bother leveling for a very long time. I'm not going to say never level. I'm going to say for a long time. So I'm keeping Rapid Fleet, Draft, and Ally Defense just in case it's ever relevant. And last but certainly not least, attack skills. You can get 6 of each, for 1 for each officer type. You know, I just realized, don't need those. So you can get 6 for each officer, or sorry, 1 for each officer for the 6 combat officers. And that's why I have kept them as you see here. So how many books did we get? Uh, 1,354. That's how many skill books were just kind of chilling there. I'm not going to level this yet, but just for an idea, it takes 883 skill books to go from 1 to 20, which is a lot. I did not realize it was that high. But just because we never really get to see this, I thought this would be kind of a fun thing to do. So I think my next video that I'll make is going to be me figuring out what is the best use of these skills. So stay tuned for that video. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel out a lot. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.